I'd like to start with a question today. How many languages do you speak? How many languages do you speak? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. And now let's think about it. How did you learn those languages? How did you learn them? Now, what about your mother language? The language you learned from your parents. How did you learn it? Today, I'd like us to speak about intuition. Intuition is actually your first language. It is not the language you learned from your mom. Intuition is the real one and is the first one. All the other languages that you may speak are tools. They are communication tools. But the real and first language is your intuition. Right, let's start by defining what intuition is. What is intuition? If you look at the origins of the word, it actually means looking, considering from inside. Considering, observing from inside. So, how well do you speak that language? It is a way of communicating that is different from what we usually do. A lot of people have trained themselves to listen to it and to live by it, and it does them very well. But some people ignore it completely. They even kill it. They don't listen to it. They train themselves not to listen to it. Do you know why? Because this internal communication, these internal messages, well, most of the time we don't want to hear them. We are not comfortable with them. We don't even believe them. But let me tell you, let me go deeper in the definition of intuition. It's a type of immediate knowledge that does not require reasoning. It does not require your reasoning. Do you know why? Sometimes you fight it because we like to reason. We like to understand. It's also a feeling or a conviction that you cannot verify. And for people who like to control, to know everything, intuition is very difficult. You have to be someone who is free, someone who has a lot of trust to be able to work with your intuition. Because I repeat, you cannot verify the information your intuition gives you. It is something that does not exist yet. That's why you need to trust it. When I read this definition, something that does not exist yet, feeling or conviction that you cannot verify of something that does not exist yet, it reminded me of the definition of faith that you find in Hebrews 11. Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, conviction of things not seen. Conviction of things not seen. Another definition of intuition is a natural ability or power that makes it possible to know something without any proof or evidence. You see, natural ability or power. Choose the one you want. That's why I say that intuition is innate. It's something that you have inside you, and you train yourself to work with it, to live with it. It's your first language. A natural ability or power that makes it possible to know something without any proof or evidence. You don't know why, but you feel like going this way. You feel like going this way today, when most of the time you don't take that road. But today you feel like taking that road. You don't know why you feel like wearing that suit, that particular suit today. But you don't know why. You have no proof, no evidence. And a way of working with your intuition is to train yourself. The same way you learned other languages, the same way you learn the codes of other languages, intuition has its codes. It has its ways of speaking to you. And by the way, your intuition speaks to you all the time, all day long, even at night. It speaks to you through your dreams. Your intuition speaks to you through different ways. I might make a video on that. Let me know if you are interested in that, knowing the different ways our intuition speaks to us. Today, I wanted to say that it is a language. It has its codes. And you need to learn them, because it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. And it is the way for you to live your life. It is the way. If you listen to your intuition, you practice your hearing of your intuition, you'll be able to live a better life in the way that you always know what decision to make, and it will always be the right one, even though it is not seen yet, even though you don't have evidence, even though you don't have proofs. But in fact, when the dictionary says that there is no proof, no evidence, and it is not seen yet, there is a way to see it. There is a way to understand it. There is a way to have evidence. Your intuition gives you evidence, but it's not the evidence we are used to. You can see things through your intuition when you train yourself, but it is not the way we see things with our eyes, but you can see your intuition. There is another verse in the Bible that says, without speaking, without making any sound, but still it speaks loudly. For me, this is one definition of intuition. It doesn't make any sound. It doesn't speak, but it doesn't make any sound. It doesn't the way we are used to, but still it speaks to you. All right, let me know if you are good at this language. Let me know if you have trained yourself and what are the ways your intuition speaks to you. Thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.